To make sourdough bagels, first thing you need is your sponge. Connor made this last night. It's 50 grams of starter, 50 grams of water, and 50 grams of bread flour. And so then you just want to cover that and let that sit overnight. So now we take our sponge and we're gonna add 500 grams of bread flour.
Oh, sweet.
Add 200 grams of filtered water. It's very important that it's filtered. 21 grams of honey, so a tablespoon of honey. And then we'll do a tablespoon of olive oil, which is 15 milliliters. And then 10 grams of sea salt.
Is Himalayan pink salt okay?
Perfect. We'll do 1 egg white. Want to do it? And
oh, man.
You'll want to save the yolk for later. Okay, so these are all the ingredients that go into the bagels. So now you want to stir it up. Once it's like kind of together, then I'll start using my hands.
And then also just like to see what the dough looks like.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we stirred the dough together and it looks like this. So now this is the part that takes a while. You'll want to knead it, and I think it took maybe like 20 minutes last time, I think. But you basically just want to knead it until it's smooth, and when you pull it apart, you can like stretch it and kind of see through the dough without it ripping. The next thing that we'll do is we will put 1 tablespoon of olive oil on the bottom, and then we'll put our dough in a ball and put it inside of our container, and it will sit for 1 hour. Right.
Welcome back, bagel baking friends. Connor and Sophia here to show you how to bake some bagels.
So the dough...
We're going to edit that part out.
We are?
Yeah, I don't want that in there.
Okay.
I just want to be funny.
So the dough has been sitting for 1 hour now. So we're going to take it out.
Okay. It'll be greasy.
It's greasy because it was sitting in olive oil.
Look at that blob. Oh, we're putting it right on the table.
Putting it right on the table. You can make as many bagels as you want. We made 6 last time.
8.
It was 8?
Yeah, last time we did 8 bagels.
Oh, we made 8 bagels last time. This time we're going to make 12, just so we can get more bagels out of it.
Right.
Okay,
Better macros.
So you want to cut it into 12 even pieces, the best you can.
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Okay, so now we're going to show you how to make a couple of the bagels, and then, yeah, we'll go from there.
So you start, it's kind of in a blob on the table, and you start with your hand palm flat, rolling, and then you slowly bring your fingers in and curl under it to try to get a little bit of a ball form, like this.
Yeah, perfect.
Look at that
That
ball!
is so good.
Look at that ball!
It's a good ball.
That's what you're looking for.
That's what you're looking for.
Wow.
Okay, so we got all of our balls here. We got 12 balls. So now we're each gonna take one, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna roll it out.
It's like Play-Doh.
Yes. Revert back to your childhood and roll out your Play-Doh. or maybe don't remember to your child.
Yeah, some people that might be tough.
I know. And here you can really like play with how you like your bagels. Like I like to have my bagels with a big hole in the middle.
Huge holes.
But if you're not a fan of that, you don't have to do that.
I like smaller holes.
I'm a big fan of the big holes. Okay.
So then, you can kind of twist. It's kind of hard.
You want to like twist and pinch. Like you like twist it together, like fold it over itself, and then kind of pinch the edges in.
And then you kind of put your fingers in there and try to roll it out.
We just finished making all the bagels. We have 12 bagels here. So the next step is to boil them. We're going to boil them 1 minute on each side. Then after they're done boiling, that's when you dip them in your topping. So we're doing sesame seeds, and then after that, we'll bake them. So you want to prepare your baking sheet with some rice flour to prevent the bagels from sticking.
Is this enough?
Yep, that's plenty.
And we're flipping it after 1 minute. You can see how it's already kind of puffed up a good bit. So we're taking it off and just letting it cool for like a minute or so, just before we put it into our sesame seeds. And then just putting it right onto our baking sheet. So we double dipped all of our little bagels just because we would rather have more sesame seeds than less. And we just added a little bit of milk to our egg yolk from earlier, and we're just gonna dunk them in. We don't have a little brush, you could totally brush it on, but we're just gonna dunk them in. Set them back on the baking sheet, and then they'll be ready to go in the oven.
Okay, so these will go in the oven. We'll do 10 minutes. Then we'll rotate the pan and do another 10 minutes.
They look bomb! So I'd say chewiness, 10 out of 10. Kind of crunchiness of the outside, 10 out of 10.
Soft on the inside, 10 out of 10.
I would say sesame toastedness flavor, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, definitely big sesame fans over here. Love sesame bagels, but you can really make any kind of bagels that you want.
Sesame bagels.
Poppy seed, you can mix some blueberries in the dough, like go wild.
Plain dough.
Don't be boring.
Yeah, don't be boring. You could go plain. So, cinnamon raisin if you know how to do that. I don't know how to do
We haven't
that.
done that yet. We'll get there.
Make a video if you know how to do cinnamon raisin. Let us know. Pretty dope.
If you have any questions or comments,
Don't ask. We don't know how to answer them. This is our second time making bagels.
so we're clearly experts because we made a video.
We definitely know what we're talking about. They're beautiful bread things with holes in them. We did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any better